In this video, we will be doing two word problems involving right triangles, and those right triangles are part of more complicated figures. So first here, an isosceles triangle has sides of length 10, 10, and 12. Find the length of the altitude to the base. So we come over here and we see sides of length 10 and 10. So these are the legs of the triangle and 12 is the base. And here is drawn the altitude to the base of the triangle. So as a refresher, this is an isosceles triangle. So the two legs are congruent. And then we have this altitude reflexive to both. And then we have right angles. So these two triangles on this side and this side are congruent by HL. So that means that this base is bisected because this length from here to here and this length from here to here are also congruent. From there, we know that this length is 6 and this length is 6. Then we're going to look for a Pythagorean triple. So dividing 6 by 2, we get 3, and dividing 10 by 2, we get 5. So then this will be a 3, 4, 5 family triangle. So then 3 times 2 is 6, 5 times 2 is 10, and then 4 times 2 is 8. So the altitude of this triangle has length 8. Now we're going to come over to the second question. An equilateral triangle has height 5 root 3. Find the area of the triangle. So for this one, we'll use different colors for the angles and the segments. So first, it's an equilateral triangle. So then this angle, and this angle are all 60 degrees. And as in an isosceles triangle, these two sides will be congruent, and we have a reflexive segment here. So the triangle on the left and the triangle on the right are congruent. Therefore, this angle is split in half, and we have a 30-degree angle. Now, at this point, you should know the ratios of sides in a 30, 60, 90 triangle. If you do not, there will be a link at the end of the video to another video where we go into that much more in depth. For now, we know that going from the mid side to the short side of a 30, 60, 90 triangle, we divide by root 3, meaning that this side will have length 5. And then going to the left triangle is congruent to the right triangle, so this will also be length 5. From there, we know that the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height, which in this case will be 1/2 times 10, this entire base down here, times the height, 5 root 3, which is what we were originally given. So then 1/2 times 10 is 5 times 5 root 3 is 25 root 3. So now to recap, if you remember that the altitude to an isosceles triangle is also a median, you don't have to do this proof every time. Same thing with an equilateral triangle. If you remember that an altitude is also a median, you can just use that. It was done in this video in case you forget on a test because you're stressed, so that you can build it up if you need it. As always, do this problem several times, write it out, make sure you can conquer it, and then you can move on.